Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. First, your ship is not on... The immediate benefit is access to... Once you've paid, we will offer trade service. I assure you that the fee is not... That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a... Now, as a customs officer, there isn't much to tell. It's not a very pretty... I can't really get into that. It hasn't... No, it's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad... You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect. Not totally barren, but the ore is... Zerka Corporation has really tried to... I would imagine that this outpost will eventually... Of course, this rock may have... Pursuits that appeal to the... There are also lengthy barren... Very little. There are native sentient species. Of course, the native species are not... The sand people. They're vicious. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation. I think the company has even put a bounty. It depends on what level of risk you want to take. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. I can't say I know. That's not... You a digger? I've heard of ruins. You're not going to get any. You could always ask. As you wish.
Don't worry. I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by... Sorry I can't be more... Okay.
Tujuh pengki tengik Baba Hassan Shah. Bismillah. Tujuh pengki kakinca kimu. Tujuh pengki Baba Hassan Shan Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chiwa aita kanki. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra chiwa aita kanki chana. Chiwi aita ka chong. Baba Hassan. Chiwa aita kanki cha Baba Hassan. Chiwi aita ka chong chi. Ki mulira kunki. Chiwa aita ka chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki
Papuelta, Color Plus, Ivan Rebu, Miguel y Rimo. Puntas del Sierra, Usta del Chis, Color Plus, Papuelta, Color Plus, Ivan Rebu, Miguel y Rimo. Papuelta, Color Plus, Ivan Rebu, Miguel y Rimo. Tuftadan Gelva, Hoisidan Gelva, Uden Tufblad van Nibel Gelva, Hoisidan Gelva Buelta.
Some ships I fix, some I scrap. Depends if the owner disappears in the dunes.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing. Nothing. Oh, thank you. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it. I still can't believe he's... His name was Ward Fizzard. He was new to hunting, but after a few trips, he didn't come back. Nobody saw anything, and most of the other hunters never even... I don't trust any of them. But those Gamorreans, they just... Will you help after... It's the bone plate from the head of the desert ring. He said he felt sure the next hunt would... Will you buy it? You will? Oh. 700 credits!
Oh, wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not... For whatever it means. May the Force be...
Papuelta, Color, Puntas del Sierra. Papuelta, Puntas del Sierra. Puntas del Sierra. Papuelta, Puntas del Sierra. Obstante, Papuelta, Puntas del Sierra. Papuelta, Puntas. cruzada, solo tú. Empujas, obstante, empujas.
Ocupa. Mucho shakpakat. Takom justach miki grabalmogo. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Mucho shakpakat. Kie no takom justach miki grab. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Dong nabu. Mucho shakpakat. Takom justach miki grabalmogo. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Mucho shakpakat. Kie no nama paole takom justach miki grabalmogo. Takom justach miki grab. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Akupa cheko. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Dong nabung tolpa da pongwale. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Ka chikun ida. Takom justach miki. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Dong nab mucho shakpakat. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Takom justach miki. Mucho shakpakat. Kie no. Jedo badwana ni dibobo. Dong nab. Mucho shakpakat. Jedo bado.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. My name is Doric Quinn. If I knew the best place, why would I? It doesn't matter anyway. Perhaps someone else is holding out. It used to be a one-on-one test. Hunter, I could stomach maybe a pair, or... That's not for me to say. I won't be a troublemaker. I've tracked wild beasts my whole life. There are hunters that go after the big kills. The great Comad is the one I respect. But I also trust that... I don't go telling stories about other people. One word, though. Watch everyone else I respect because... Just watch your back when you hunt. If... Good...
Oh, jeez. I hope this doesn't take too long.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? Oh, of course. Who put you up? Hunting is a dirty and tough business. There isn't any. Too many hunters. Of course, it's better than going alone. What do I care? I need to eat. Some guys will talk about honoring. I suppose, but so what? For that, I'm not real popular with the others. Too long. But it beats smuggling. You ever run into a Sith Hell, I married her. It's not like I have much now, I guess. Ah, she doesn't understand me. You know that. Uptight and cold, like my wife. The Gamorreans are different. Good, of course they hunt. Nothing. Nothing at all. Dorak is reasonable. Komad is a pet. Ask around the lodge if you want him. Who knows the planet? Sure. My blood. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor? I don't know. They could do one. Smart traders. They don't see much I can understand.
Hey there, what can I do? Don't worry. I always heard. Sorry.
Naboda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun best. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira.
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere.
Naboda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun best jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non ket. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikokabi.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka uwan kuna ba murira rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick. All right. I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just worked on the crawlers. I repaired the sand crawl. The sand people attacked them. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now. But try at the Zerka office. Oh, the big crawlers head out. Doesn't help avoid the sand people. Well, it's a hole in the galaxy, but that's happened before, and well, Tatooine fools people. Look, before a company learns this, company pulls out, cities dry. No one is. I've been a mechanic my whole. It's why whoever was here before. All right.
Naboda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun best jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non ket. Uba patu kochi. Tom no. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Naboda ni winkis maktoma.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company? If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides... Excellent. Now, just here's your license, and a few direct. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. Very well. Of course. Circuit Corporation, for your needs here, we maintain a fully... Certainly. Please pose your... I'm sorry, but I can't help. Very... For your needs... I suppose you're right. It's not like you... Mining operations here have not been a success. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been... No one knows. There are odd, but the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is... Word is getting out about it, too. We're running out of... The company would be foolish to stay. It will be... I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before. There's probably a century between each attempt. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. Farewell.
Achua Benki, Yun Pati Kakincha Chiwi Aita Chiwa Aita
La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpama. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ruli. La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ruli rara chikun. Jawana boda ayuat tahunga chapkanki dora. Kachikuita hodonga. Topada bungwalyakan. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. La boda ni winkis matoma. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. In la boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chip kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama. La boda ni winkis matoma. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina la boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpama. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. In la boda ni winkis matoma. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ruli rara. La boda ni winkis matoma.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
What?
Sand people wiped out my moisture farm. What is there to do? Nothing.
Kakinja nawabagon. Kakinja nawabag. Baba Hassan. Smiya! Nikawa dupaka. Tong hitwama aja chiska. Chiska dosoki kopa kakinja. Tong hitwama aja. Patoga yakfuli ko. Kimba no kun. Kava! Yu! Uchua penki. Tong kakinja nawabag. Achua penki baba.
Go on, leave me alone. Racer stuff. Nothing you'd... Ha! Sure. Brace your butt. I'm not in the mood for jokes. Deal with that Hut Mata. Go on. I don't feel like... Deal with...
Tangabul Shan Nong, Chinapala Mula, Muchashakapaga, Kakin Cha Nak, Tanga Boksha Kakin Cha Nak, Muchashakapaga, Tanga Boksha Chinapala Mula, Tanga Boksha Nak No, Kakin Cha Nak, Muchashakapaga, Tanga Kakin Much. Tanga Boksha Kakin Cha Muchashakapaga Chinapala Mula Much Kakin Cha Tanga Boksha.
I'm not good enough to be ranked yet.
I don't know how the
Chiwi aita ka to baba.
Rundi hautonga tonga bukshaum. Labola na rinkisma. Rundi hautonga jibedu ananibo. Labola na rink. Labola na rink. Rundi hautonga tonkin. Labola na rink jibechao nakin.
And? Sounds like you have some...
That
isn't fair! On Taris you had to give a cut to this room. That is...
Oh, hi. You another... Don't know how much longer I'll be... Did you? I'm not sure that... Maybe if you were better on the track, Just a few years. I used to run... I've been told I am. I might... If there's anything around, it'll be at the Zerka store in their office. Mata has some basic consent. The pro circuit is where the real... Just a few years. Sorry, I've been...
Hey there. Don't worry. Sorry. Okay.
Zerka Corporation should just close this whole place.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the you swoop racers. I don't really have any interest in helping you. Like I said before, I don't... All right then. Nobody we brought, that's for sure. Nothing but garbage or good... Good. What?
Well now, what can Gandalf do? I saw you down near the track, didn't... Sure, not a problem. Ah, something I know. The best place to race is wherever you get hung up on any... Now, I don't want to touch my bike. A woman? I never won on Taris, but that doesn't matter. You can't ask. Oh, well, past my... It's a cutthroat business. That's not everyone, of course. I don't really talk to any of them. I don't know the... Oh, well. All right. Ask me again in a few years. But for now, I don't know.
It's not that hard to understand.
Well, fresh feet. All right.
Yeah? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother, but don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where's Father?
Then you haven't heard. of know.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for him.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains will there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
How can I help? About my mother? I'm unsure. We've more important things to do. Father recorded all his personal thoughts in that. I don't see why she deserves it, however. I don't know. Part of me. I would have thought my Jedi training would put me past this. Please.
Hello again. All right.
Greetings again. I assume that by out of... I'm afraid... If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go... I can't... Up for your need...
Hey there. Don't worry.
La boda ni winkies matoma. Wanna converse? 나보다 안 입은 기스만 도마.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt of the Force to trip out some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just because you're some Jedi, doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Hey there. Don't worry. Okay.
How can I help? About my mother? I have my doubt. Then I suggest...
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. Query. Would you be so... Refusal. It is not desirable for me to... It is sufficient to say that I am... Explanation. I have been recently fit... Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiry. Statement. Indeed. It is also possible that the removal of the... Do not interpret this as... Assurance. I am fully as well. It is rare that I am able to... Extrapolation. You are no fault. Explanation. Doubtless the Ithorian considers... Answer. With the restraining eyes, it is sufficient. Statement. The fool Ithorian has to... Advisement. Statement. I wish only to be... Qualification. Oh...
And if the unit proves even more...
Gee, that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
And if the
Statement. I see my restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take this. Answer. Indeed. Statement. I will enter into your service. Statement. HK. Statement. Qualification. I suspect. Qualification. That does not mean I am not a full. Answer. There have been numerous repairs since the fact that my memory is incomplete. Answer. Some of my motor functions, I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I... Answer. You may attempt to restore the deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to conjecture. It is possible that some external stimuli... Answer. Affirmative. Request. I own... Negatory. No. Statement. As you wish, Master. What are you? Supplications. Perfect. Statement. Query. Apology. Explanation. Someone has hard-coded it into my... Conjecture. Answer. No. Observation. Answer. Statement. Acknowledge.
What?
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died.
나보다 니 위키지만
Translation. 98% probability.
No one leaves anchor here. Well, let's see it. All right. You'll need...
Thank you.